Hey, what's going on with it, y'all, man? Listen, I want to talk to you today about Tom. Listen, stay tuned after this.
Most definitely.
Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? How you doing? How you doing, man? Listen, I'm excited. So excited. So excited. I want to talk today about Tom, man, like in how, man, you know what I'm saying, that Tom is something that moves quickly. You know what I'm saying? And before you know it, you wake up one day, man, and you know what I'm saying, if you have kids, you realize like, wow, they've grown up, or if you've been doing anything for a certain amount of time, concerning like, being married and you know what I'm saying, and just living that life, you know what I'm saying? You just realize like, wow, man, time has really left. You start to look at yourself in the mirror like, whoa, I'm getting older and older. But you know what? I want to talk about something else that doesn't get that much attention. And that is your progress. That is how far you've come, and that is how you've learned to overcome certain things that were once challenging for you. You know what I'm saying? It's about time, you know what I'm saying, to, understand, man, and wake up and see like, you know what, wow, I'm not going to allow another opportunity to rob me and keep me, you get what I'm saying, from doing the things that I desire to do. Even though the obstacles and mountains are in the way, I know that there is something burning on the inside of me, man, that is incredible. You know what I'm saying? And so I realize that though, you know what I'm saying, that, as we continue to move forward and continue to do anything, man, that's worthwhile, no matter what it is, like me, for example, I'm a, an artist. I love to work on music. I write, minister, a whole lot of things. But, if you know, time moves, since time is moving so fast, you rarely see your accomplishments, and why is it like that? Why do you always see your failures? How do you always see your failures when, something bad happens, or when something goes on in your life that doesn't seem like, everything is like it shouldn't be this way, right? But I want to talk, about, managing your time well, right? And managing it in such a way where you begin to realize that, wow, okay, I'm going to manage my time in a healthy way. I'm going to start to look at my life differently. I'm no longer going to look at my failures, no longer going to look at the places I didn't get it right. I'm no longer going to look at the places and the areas that others might not understand my progress and my process. And that's what I've realized, the more we continue to live life, time passes by, no matter how how old we get, what I mean, or whatever happens in our life, we be like, wow, man, I'm getting older, you know what I'm saying? Or your birthday come up, you like, man, my birthday's here and I'm getting older. Like, what's the deal? And you know what I mean? But we rarely stop to look at all the progress and the accomplishments that we made along the way. Are you robbing yourself of the time that you can be given to yourself by meditating on the things that are good, that are wholesome, things that are worthwhile, things that are worthy of praise, things that, are beneficial for your growth and for your health and for, you moving forward in life. Tonight I was sitting down at the table with my sons, and I was helping them out with their schoolwork. And, my oldest son is very, very intelligent. So we begin to, interact and talk and everything. And there was a problem that my youngest son had that he was working out in his on his, computer, and I didn't know exactly how to do it. Now the work that they give into these kids nowadays, listen, man, it is crazy, man. I'm telling you, the work that they giving, I'm amazed that they're giving it to them at the grade level that they are. I didn't start seeing that type of work till I was in like sixth grade, seventh grade. I'm like, man, this is amazing. So my son is sitting down with me and he's telling me how to do a certain problem. And I realized something that, back in the day, I rarely realized the power of what it means to be a father and, you know what I'm saying, and managing your time well in that way. I used to always be like, man, wow, I'm not doing since I can't help him. I'm no good of a father. I can't do this, well. But I start to see something in the process of growing and getting older, and my kids getting older, that I've been everything that I can be to my kids. And instead of beating myself up and robbing myself up, I wasn't able to get the problem right. I began to realize something, that I'm there with him. And you got to start looking at the time that you spend, you know what I'm saying, with whoever, as a valuable thing. Sometimes we overlook, the time that we spend with our spouse, or we overlook the time that we spend with our friends, because it doesn't seem meaningful at that moment. But I've come to realize something, that a lot of things that are meaningful in life, it always, you'll be in a situation where, emotionally, you might not feel it. Emotionally, you might not be connected. Your feelings might not be all the way completely there. But as long as you're there and you're showing up and you're loving and you're continuing to do what is important, being a father, being a mother, you know what I'm saying, being somebody, a friend, someone that's close, man. And there's nothing like that, man. So it's about time to start to see the good things that's in your life. It's about time for you to wake up and start to, stop putting yourself down, stop, listening to the criticisms of other people. You know what I'm saying? Because those people don't know your story. They don't know what you've been through, what you had to suffer, the nights that you've been, in turmoil, crying, wrestling spiritually, going through so much where you had to find yourself, literally on the edge of saying like, I'm ready to give up. But I just wanted to encourage you and let you know it's about time. Your blessing is now. The date that you was waiting on is now. And it's like, man, I know I've been, waiting, and I'm expecting something good to happen in my life. But why? Every time I take 2 steps forward, I'm taking 2 steps back. And today was a big day for me to realize the importance of delays and importance to realize, having those steps getting took back, right? And because I start to see like, man, the progress that I'm making now, you get what I'm saying? Even though I took those 2 steps back, I'm learning so much more and I'm benefiting from so much more. So I just wanted to encourage you, and like not to feel so confounded when it comes to, what I'm saying, your situation right now. You know what I mean? It's like, the older I get, the more I realize the things that I experience in my life, I begin to see something that's very important and necessary. It's like, you know what? You can't give up on yourself in the process. Other people might give up on you. You know what I'm saying? You might even feel at times like, things are not going to work out. But listen, you can't give up on yourself. You're so close to receiving the things that you've been waiting for and praying for. And pressure and stress, all of those things in life, come to us, unexpected at times. But what do you do in those moments? Like, how do you overcome moments that are so stressful where it's like, man, I'm here, but I'm not here? But I want to encourage you and let you know that just your presence and you being where you're supposed to be in the times that you're supposed to be there is the most important thing. Sometimes you feel like that you're alienated, that you don't matter. But you know what? You have to understand something, that every day is a day of progress and it's a day that we can learn and grow and, be able to benefit from. There's been many times that I've been overlooked, many times that I've been put down, many times that I've allowed fear to keep me from taking the next step and moving forward. But I realized something. The more that I keep, moving forward, in spite of how I feel, in spite of seeing success, in spite of, the praises that I know that are due, for the things that I've done, I've realized that as I continue to move forward, that those things didn't even matter. The praise didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? The compliments and the recognition didn't even matter. What really mattered was, the progress. What really mattered was I continued to do it even though it was difficult. What really mattered is that you kept moving. So it's about time that you stop beating yourself up. It's about time that you start to realize that your significance and your value, even if you feel like that you're in a situation where you devalued, in a situation where it seems like you don't matter. But you do matter. You're so special. You know what I'm saying? You've been torn from a cloth that, nobody else, is like you. You know what I mean? And that is the most important thing. And it's like, wow, as I continue to look at my life and the things I've been through, I started to see some things, man, that was really important. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was important that I went through that last situation, that last difficulty, that last struggle that I had to endure. Those long nights when people, overlooked me or did me wrong or pushed me aside or, made fun of me. And those moments was the blessed moments in my life. And I began to realize that, And so that's why I wanted to do this, to encourage you, let you know that, your life is very important. And it's time, it's time for you to step out the box and, and live life like you never lived before. Because you never know, your day to day, might be the launching pad for your tomorrow, for your future, for what's getting ready to come. And that is why, it is important that you realize that it's time. Now it's time. Now it's time. What are you waiting on? Stand up and believe in what you already been given. You've been given so much. You've been given a mind. You've been given a mouth. You've been given eyes. You can do this. There's nothing too difficult for you. As long as you put your mind to it, you can do it. You can overcome every mountain, every obstacle. You know what I'm saying? You can do this, man. So it's about time that, you know what, you start realizing it. And even if you don't have the circle to surround you to be able to encourage you, to push you into the place you want to be, the biggest thing to do is keep moving. Is to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? I've been doubted many times. You know, I've been overlooked many times. You know, I've been spoken evil about many times. I've done wrong many times. But yet I have always come back to a place to where things have always worked out well. This season, this pain, this struggle, all of that will pass. It's about time, you know, to start realizing that all the things you've been through, every hurt, every heartache, every stressful night, every pain, everything you've been through was a part of your progress for right now. And so with that being said, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to encourage you and let you know, don't give up. You know, keep moving forward. And the biggest thing that I'm beginning to see as well is like, keep going, keep doing it. You know, even when you don't feel it, even when the day is turning cold, even when the sky gets gray, you get what I'm saying? No matter what, you got to keep going forward. You got to keep moving, because the good thing about this situation is that it wasn't designed to defeat you. It wasn't designed to destroy you. You know what I mean? You got to keep doing what you've been doing, man. And, you know, keep pressing through those heartaches. Keep pressing through those troublesome nights, you know, because it gets better after this. And you say like, hey, I'm going through it right now, man. I'm going through some real rough things. But listen to this. The good thing about when we go through something is that we learn how to be able to navigate in every situation. You know, if you never experienced anything that was traumatic and anything that ever set you back or anything that ever stepped on your toes, you get what I'm saying? Then how can you be productive when you move forward to this next season? Because how they treated you, truly and for sure, I know without a shadow of a doubt, you don't want to treat them that way. But the good thing about it is that you're learning in the process. So it's about time for you to see this whole season, this whole process is all a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And that's so big. There's a scripture that's in the Bible. Jesus says, blessed are they who are persecuted for my name's sake. You know, Jesus looked at a person being blessed, or said that a person is blessed because they're being persecuted because of Jesus's name. So sometimes our blessings come in different fashions and in different ways. If you're going through something right now, he said, blessed are the merciful. They shall obtain mercy. Blessed are those who are sad right now, because they're going to be glad. So what that's saying is that, you know, it's important to know that you are blessed. If you're sad, if you're glad, if you're going through a situation where people are speaking bad about your religion, speaking bad on your name, you know, God was like, you're blessed. And that is a good thing to know, is that, you know, I know that I'm blessed. I know that when these things happen, I'm blessed. You know, it's how you see it and how God showed us that we're blessed, right? And so it's about time for you to see your importance. It's about time for you to see how much you matter, because you matter. You are someone who, you know what I mean, can't give up. You know, there's so many people depending on you, so many people that are in need of you. You're like, man, it's so difficult for me right now, man, to even just depend and lean on something. But you must remember this, that everything you're going through at this moment, every situation, no matter the mountain, the valley, wherever you are, if you're going through something in this moment, I want to encourage you and let you know that this situation has purpose. This situation has value. And you know what? Get all you can get in it. In every situation, if it's difficult, jump in the fight. Jump in the fight. What I'm realizing, jump in the fight when it's difficult. Don't run, jump in the fight. You get what I'm saying? Endure through this situation. I'm learning to, you know, accept those things that come my way. And the biggest thing I'm learning is that, wow, these situations wasn't even what I thought they were going to be. You know, these situations were situations I thought they were going to overtake me, they were going to overcome me. But the truth is that, you know what I'm saying, these situations wasn't even designed for that. It was designed to elevate me, to lift me, to build me. You know, can you think of all the things you've been through and how you came out every single time and where you are right now? You know, this situation serves the same thing. It's about time for you to realize that this situation is working for your good. It's about time for you to see it. And I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to let you know, like, listen, this situation right here is going to turn out better than what you could imagine. And in fact, you thought it was the opposite. You thought it was working against you. You thought that everything that happened, everything that is happening is like, man, there's no way that this is working for me. But it is. It's working for you. Just like if you're somebody who loves to work out, you lift weights. You realize when you lift weights, your muscles get sore. You know what I'm saying? They get sore. But after you realize, you know what I'm saying, after a couple of days, you go in the mirror, you start to look like, hold up. Hey, my muscles are getting a little bit big. And the same is true with the things you endure and that you go through. You start to realize that those things that once pressed you in those moments, that was hitting you, that was trying to buckle you and break you down, no longer have the strength that they used to have. And even if you're getting, if you're in a situation where you're going through some things that are difficult, the biggest thing to remember is that, as you continue to move forward, that's how you are getting all that you need for this next season and this next stage. So I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to look at this situation in such a way where you miss every good blessing that's coming in this season. You know what I'm saying? People spoke bad about Jesus, man. I mean, they spoke bad about him. They said everything that they could say about him. And it's only right that they say it about us because we belong to him. And I say that not to discourage people, but I say that because it's so true. We belong to somebody who's royalty. We belong to somebody who, who created us, that, that is awesome and incredible. And the world's going to hate us, man. I'm not talking about people, man. I'm talking about, these evil spirits we wrestle against 24/7. Yes, we wrestle against evil spirits. It's scripture, We're not fighting our friends or our family. We're fighting against evil spirits that are in high places that desire to separate people. That's why we got all this pain, all of this hurt, all of this stress that's going on in the world because of Satan. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so important that, as people, we learn to continue to love each other in every situation, in ups and downs. Now, does that mean that you won't be affected by something that happens naturally to your human body? Oh no, you're going to be affected. We have feelings, we have emotions, we have all of these things. But the most important part is that this is not designed. The most important part of this whole thing, situation you experience, it's not designed to destroy you. It's designed to elevate you. And it depends on how you look at it, right? Like those weights. Some people are like, man, I'm not about to lift these dang on weights up, man. But as you continue to lift them, you realize it's actually working for you. It's not working against you. It's working for you. Like if you go outside and you're jogging and you're sweating, it's not working against you. It's working for you. You're burning calories. And so with that being said, it's like, we begin to realize that, that life is meant to be lived, right? But there are moments in time where we have to stop and we have to realize it's about that time. It's about that time. And so I don't want you to get discouraged, in this process. This process is a big one for you. This is the biggest time in your life. Whenever you go through something, it is the most incredible time of your life that, you can learn and grow in every situation, even if it's a good situation. But I'm learning something, that these situations that are difficult, right? This is the biggest thing. The situations that are difficult are there for a purpose and for a reason. And if you go through these things and endure them, you'll be that much stronger when you get out of it. You'll be that much stronger. You'll be able to endure a lot more. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I want you to be encouraged and know, like, your blessing is here. It's now. It's so incredible. And I believe that, like, as we continue to trust this process, like, man, hey, I know that there's some things that are uncomfortable for me, but it's working in your favor. And this is what I want to talk to the Christians about today, man. Like, listen, when has there ever been a time in your life where that situation didn't work out? When has there ever been a time where God has let you down? And there's never been a time, that God has let me down. He's always come through. Now, it might have been some times I wanted him to come through and he didn't come through when I wanted him to, but he never let me down. But I know that he's always there for me. And I want to encourage you, if you're in a dark place right now, if you're in a situation where you feel like, man, that God's not there with you and that, you are in a place where it feels like all kind of darkness has crept in and, and your best friend is stressed and, the person you call to is agony and worry. I want to encourage you and let you know that you're not alone, that Jesus is there for you in that situation. And you say to yourself, like, I called on his name, but it's still tripping me out. It's still bugging me out. I'm still going through all of this stuff right now, man. It is so discouraging for me right now. But I just want to encourage you and let you know that, listen, this is working for you. This whole situation is all about to change for you. Like, things is getting better. I see it right now. Our breakthrough is coming. The breakthrough is here. You know what I'm saying? Things is changing and turning around. You know what I'm saying? The atmosphere is starting to yield to the things that we speak and the things that we say. The things that you put in the atmosphere, things are going to change instantly for you because that's how much power you have in your mouth, man. Listen, it's about time You get what I'm saying? For your blessing to be here. Matter of fact, it's about time. Like right now is the time for your blessing. You get what I'm saying? You're like, man, okay, my blessing, I'm looking for a good blessing. You know what? Be encouraged, because you know what? Your good blessing is knowing that the fact that God's not going to let you crumble in this. He's going to give you everything that you need. He's going to sustain you through this. He's going to develop you in this. He's going to build you in this. You know what I mean? So I want you to be encouraged on that. And, you know what I'm saying? And know that, your blessing is something that, can't be taken from you. And it's going to always be there to sustain you and be with you. So I just want you to be encouraged, man. It's your boy Isaiah. And, man, and just know that, good things is coming your way. You know what I'm saying? And listen, it's about time. It is about time, most definitely. Listen, guys, if you're new to this channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe to this channel. I do these Zaya Talks all the time. I love when I get an opportunity to do this, because I get to come straight from the heart. You know what I'm saying? No filters, no chopping and no editing, no putting it in Final Cut Pro. It's all 100% raw and authentic, and it comes straight from the heart. And so that's what I desire to do on this channel, to be honest, to be transparent, and be open. And I love to connect with you. I would want to connect with you. So I encourage you guys, if this is your first time to this channel, hit the subscribe button. If you are a returning person that has come on one or two of my posts and haven't subscribed yet, I want to encourage you to subscribe, because actually I do this often. You know what I mean? And I also do Wednesday night Bible study. So I'll be on here Wednesday night, talking about the word, being given, some inspiration and encouragement, because it's most definitely needed in this time. It's one of the biggest things that is truly needed in this time is the word of God. And that's why, I rock as hard as I do for the Lord Christ, because I understand that it's important that we encourage each other. So I'm here to encourage you. So, and I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, you know what I mean, to be locked in everything I'm doing here on the channel. So just thank you guys for dropping in, sharing the love and the support. Thank you for everybody that has sent the comment in, or that has liked the post, or that has told somebody about it, or that wrote me a note, that sent me a text, or whatever it might be, letting me know that it was encouraging and inspiring. It's truly a blessing. I'm truly grateful, for the love and the support that I've been getting. And I just desire to give it back, you know what I'm saying? And this is how I do it, by encouraging, those who are truly in need. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I do what I do. So, yeah, guys, man, thank you guys, man, for dropping in, checking your boy out. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night on the YouTube channel. If you are, in another part of the world, I'm going to be doing it Central Time. It might be around 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30. That way I get an opportunity to get here, sit down, get everything set up, and get ready to go. And then we're going to be talking about some real good stuff. Listen, you don't want to miss it, man. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be so encouraging. We're going to be talking about the children of God. And you don't want to miss this one. This one's going to be very encouraging. So, yeah, guys, I'll holler at you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And one last thing before I go. You already know, most definitely.